What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of this Bad Bunny collaboration with Adidas on the Response CL in this Wonder White colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Capsule. So Capsule is a brand new product on the market which aims to prolong the life of your sneakers by up to 2 times. So most of us probably have those shoes that we wear sparingly, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and then the majority of the time they're just sitting in a shoebox inside our closet. And the number one fear for most sneakerheads is when you unbox those shoes after a really long time of not looking at them, and then you discover to your horror that the shoes have become yellowed, maybe the suedes have discolored, or in the worst case situation, the foam is actually crumbling. So with Capsule, they aim to address the main 2 causes which lead to discoloration, yellowing, and crumbling of your sneakers, which is hydrolysis and oxidization. So Capsule sells a scientifically backed product, which in simple terms, if I try to explain it to you guys, it's an airtight pod where you seal your shoes within, and then you push in their secret sauce, which is in the form of a cartridge. And this not only pushes out the bad air, which contains the dirt and the oxygen, but it then pushes in their key ingredient, which is what helps to preserve the life of your sneakers. So if you guys are skeptical about this, I totally don't blame you. Check out their website, I've linked it down below along with their social media channels. So do some reading, evaluate it for yourself, try it out if you guys are curious about it, and let me know what you guys think. So this right here is the latest collaboration between Bad Bunny and Adidas, once again bringing a brand new colorway of the Response CL model. So these released on February 17th for a price of $160 US or $200 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is Wonder White, Cream White, and Clear Granite. And it's been a while since I picked up a pair of these, but I thought this colorway was super fresh, so I entered the raffle on the Adidas Confirmed app, and I managed to score this pair. So first things first, here's a quick look at the packaging. So this comes in an off-white colored cardboard box. We have the Adidas 3 stripes along with the Bad Bunny eye. And then on this side of the box, we have both the Adidas logo and the Bad Bunny bunny logo. And just like the other pairs, this also comes with this cotton dust bag, once again with Adidas and Bad Bunny co-branding. So diving into the details of the shoe itself, starting things off with the toe box, this is covered in a cream colored mesh, and right beneath this at the very edge of the toe box, we have this thin layer of white colored reflective 3M. Overlaid on top of the toe box, we have a tan colored flat suede with these 2 rows of perforations, and then surrounding the front toe cap, we have this shaggy suede with this white colored embroidery. This embroidery also covers the suede on the eyelets as well, and then beneath this on the mid panel, we have more of that same cream colored mesh, and we have this wavy fused layer on top, and then overlaid on top of this, we have the Adidas 3 stripes, which are constructed out of these TPU strips, and then beneath this, on the bottom of the shoe, we have more of these wavy suede panels with embroidery in the center, and you can also see this wavy suede covering the bottom of the shoe, extending towards the heel. Above this, we have more of that beige colored flat suede, and then covering the heel of the sneaker, we have a combination of that flat suede, the shaggy suede, and then in the middle of the heel, we have this translucent TPU layer with the Bad Bunny eye logo, and then the top of the heel, this is covered in mesh. In terms of laces, this pair only comes with 1 lace option, and they're an oval shaped lace done in gray. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of mesh, and then fused onto the top of the tongue, we have this Adidas branding in gray. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in this cream colored mesh, and then as far as the insoles go, this is your standard foam lined insole. It's covered in a gray colored mesh on top, and we have Adidas and Bad Bunny co-branding pressed onto the heel. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this chunky midsole. One thing I noticed about this midsole though is when I compared it to the original white colorway of this Bad Bunny Response CL, that pair actually had Adiprene and Adiprene Plus branding on the midsole, whereas this pair has none of that branding, and I couldn't see any specific mention of Adiprene or Adiprene Plus on the website. And even comparing the feel of both midsoles, I felt like the midsole on this colorway, it felt a little bit softer. I could push my fingers into the midsole a bit easier, whereas for the Adiprene and Adiprene Plus, it felt a little bit more firm. So I can't say for certain whether Adidas did or did not utilize Adiprene on this specific colorway, but either way, it's still some sort of foam, probably just an EVA foam that feels decently squishy to the touch. Either way, just like the other colorways, we still have this drip-like appearance with these wavy shaped rubber folds that cover portions of the midsole. And then on the heel, this is where you can see Adidas's 4Motion technology. So basically this acts like a separate piece on the midsole, which aims to give the shoe a bit more of a natural feel so that it can move independently as your heel strikes the floor. And then on the medial side, here you can see they utilize Adidas's Pro Moderator technology, which is a thin TPU layer, which basically acts to give you additional structure and support for the medial edge of the midsole to help those who overpronate. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole is constructed out of a tonal cream-colored rubber with accents of gray. So this is Adidas's Adi Wear rubber, which is supposed to be a bit more durable than normal. We also have a torsion bar, which is there to help with torsional rigidity and mid-foot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about sizing, generally speaking, this shoe does run true to size. So my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I picked these up in a size 10 and they fit me perfectly with no pressure points whatsoever. So for narrow, normal, or slightly wide footers, true to size should be perfectly fine for you. But if you have a really wide foot, you might want to consider going up half a size. But I feel like for the majority of people out there, just stick with your actual measured foot size on a Brannock device and you should be fine. Moving on to the comfort, so I gotta say this sneaker is pretty comfortable. It has a good balance of softness and squishiness with this midsole, but you also still feel very supported with the inclusion of that Pro Moderator on the midsole. So underfoot, it doesn't feel unstable. So I'd say this is a pretty good shoe if you're gonna be on your feet for a while. The only thing I noticed is that the heel of the midsole, it felt noticeably taller compared to the forefoot. So the drop on this midsole felt a little bit more noticeable on foot compared to a comparable sneaker like, for example, a Nike Zoom Vomero 5, which feels a little bit more flat. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, I was real impressed with the material quality, especially when I did a head-to-head comparing this one to the OG white colorway that I have. That pair utilized a lot more synthetic materials, whereas this one utilizes much more genuine materials like genuine suedes, which I personally am a big fan of. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, honestly, this pair was pretty flawless. The stitch job was good, the panels were consistent between my left and right feet, and there were really no flaws that I could pick out, which I was very happy with. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. I know cream colored sneakers are probably becoming a bit overdone, but I have to say this colorway of the Bad Bunny Adidas Response CL was really well executed. If you're someone that's looking for a shoe that's in that 2000s era running shoe category, I think this is a great option when it comes to an Adidas offering. Yes, the colorway is kind of plain, but I love the intricate details that are infused within this Bad Bunny collaboration with these wavy panels, the embroidery throughout. It's one of those things where the details are basically kind of hidden, but once you can see the shoe up close, you really appreciate all those small details a lot more. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Wonder White colorway of this Bad Bunny and Adidas Response CL? For anyone watching, did you also pick up a pair of these? Are you a bit tired of Bad Bunny collaborations, or the silhouette is just not your thing and you pass on them altogether? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esgo8, check me out on X or Twitter at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I appreciate the continued love and support, and I'll catch you guys all in my next review.